Okay. So hello, Brydric.
Hello, hello.
Yes. You are my fashion brother. We have been around for some years.
Yes, yes.
You are one of my first loves of Dallas, the
Yep.
fashion group. So excited to share more about you and of course 511 with the Ford community. We're hoping that what comes out of this is more support from the community, building a stronger community. So excited to start to share more about you. So first of
Yeah.
all, so you're 5'11".
Yes.
Tell me about I know the origins of this name, but share with the world how 5'11 came to be, and your why.
Right,
Why does
right.
5'11 exist?
Well, first, thank you so much for allowing me to meet with you. And yes, it has been a long journey with you and I. We have known each other for a long time. And I remember, back in our day when we were coming up as young designers, it was having these moments right here that really helped us stay connected and really just build our community in Dallas. And so it's really amazing the things that you have accomplished over the past decade and a half that we've
Yeah.
known each other. So just kudos to you. Thank you for all that you're doing through the organization. And I am just amazed at what y'all have already accomplished for you and Hazel, Danielle, and so forth. Um, but on 5/11, that is my birthday, May 11th. And when I was creating my brand, I wanted to find a name that would stand the test of time.
Mm.
And it speaks for itself. Your birthday stands the test of time. It's about time. With time, we grow, we learn. And with that, I wanted to create a concept around just an affinity.
Mm.
Time is about affinity, it is constantly rotating, and it's something that is timeless. So, my name within itself for the brand is a timeless staple that allows you to be free in whatever you're doing, be adventurous in the journey that life takes you through. And my hope with 5/11 is that you'll be reborn mentally, physically, spiritually, all the way around. That's what a free spirit, what we call our customers or free spirits, are achieving, learning, gaining when they step into a 5/11 garment. They're being reborn. So that's our cash line: be free, be adventurous, be reborn through 5/11.
Yes. Yes. Um and is it safe to kind of put you in sort of ready to wear, but resort wear? I feel like we have very few resort wear designers. And when I see your collections, I see vacation. I
Yeah.
see, like you said, that
Easy
free spirit,
breezy.
easy
Yeah.
breezy. Yes, like that spirit of like, I ain't got nothing but time today.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Cool, calm, and collective.
Mhm.
Like you're not really checking for anybody, but everybody is checking you out in the
Okay.
best way. And so we do focus on four pillars, four lines. That is
Okay.
resort wear. That's our first and foremost. We also do ready to wear, custom, and then one thing that I think is very special is that we also focus on festival. So
Yes.
that's just a sub segmented group of those who like to go to concerts, raves, festivals like Coachella, really get into that segmented group that really exudes the be free lifestyle.
Mm-hmm. I love that, and it definitely speaks that uh,
Yeah.
in volume. So yes, you don't even you didn't. I never really thought about the festival aspect of it, but now I'm like, yes.
Yeah.
I mean, it is so clear.
Hmm.
So, so good, good. So tell the audience about your background. How did you start sewing? What kind of brought you into the fashion realm?
Whew. um, it goes way back to high school days, and I will say my age, like back in the 2000s, for
Mhm.
those millennials who can relate. That was a while ago, and around 2006, um, I finally got a chance to watch Project Runway, and it was season 4, Christian Siriano season,
Mm,
and that whole show just changed my life from not just a creative perspective, but from a business standpoint. That show, it made me think outside the box. It made me realize that, fashion is not just a realm of creativity, it's also an opportunity to have a business and be
yeah.
self-employed. The business aspect is what touched me the most, and it gave me the thought way to pursue this as a career
Mm,
and get an education in fashion design. The creativity I already had through sketching. I've been sketching since I was a kid, like 6 years old, and my family is full of artists and musicians and so forth. So the creativity bug was already there. It was just which area do I want to focus that creativity in.
mhm.
And when Project Runway coming into play around the age of 16 for me, it opened up the door for the business platform. And that's where I really leaned into clothing, um, and started designing for my classmates,
Mm,
sketching out prom dresses and suits. And then also leading that into ready to wear as I was honing my skills and making my way into the college level courses. I realized that I love to design creations that are flexible or versatile that can carry me from the office to, happy hour at night or to a nice cocktail event in the evening. And just going back to the whole millennial thing, that's something that we definitely thrived on. We dressed like we were going to work, but that
yeah.
outfit carried us through a happy hour event, and we just had fun.
Yeah.
So um, I honed in on that part of my design process, and I wanted to make sure that I had clothes that would fit big, not big, but let me say, just large men like myself. It was a challenge trying to find
Mhm.
jeans or pants that would fit my waist size, and I wanted to have a cool shirt, button down, or a t-shirt that I could just throw on and make it look elevated, but then dress it down. And so I really wanted to uh, tap into that market for menswear that allow plus size men to dress in a sophisticated way, but then also be able to make it versatile so they can wear that custom design for more than one event in any category.
Yeah, and I'm gonna cue our editors right now because we're gonna have to put some of them fits across
Yes,
the screen
yes.
that Brydric is wearing because you be showing up and showing out.
I
So
appreciate you.
yes, yes. So yeah, so let's go back to that business aspect because I really think that you really show up heavy in that realm of yes, you're creative, but you do have a really strong business presence here in Dallas. You
Hmm.
actually sell, and where
Yes.
you visibly sell, and that is a big part that I think is missing with a lot of these, independence entrepreneurs, where like you're actually doing a size run of things, or
Right.
you're actually, paying attention to like your sales process
Hmm.
and making sure that it's seamless. That the way that you show up on the runway is similar to how you show up in a pop up shop, and so talk about. So you said a big influence was Project Runway that you had to have more of that business mindset. But how have you kind of learned these things? Are you kind of a natural process driven person, or like have you had to go through some type of you know, uh, process to actually figure these things out?
Yeah, that's a great question. And it's a collection of life experiences through my day job. So I did major in fashion design and in marketing.
Mm-hmm.
And the marketing route has allowed me to work in corporate America, nonprofit,
Mm-hmm.
small to medium sized businesses that have really given me internal insights and take that training and the know how to operate a business for
Mm-hmm.
myself. And I'll just reference, I did event planning for the Valley Ranch area for over a decade. And with that comes so many touch points, right? From a business perspective, you have vendors, you have insurance to worry about, accounting that you have to focus on budgeting, and
Mm-hmm.
then marketing. You have to market communications, branding, all those things play a critical component into your personal business as an entrepreneur.
Mm-hmm.
So when you start sitting down and having those conversations with yourself, or you might have a small team, you want to focus on the business strategy. You know, what do you need to achieve as a startup?
Mm-hmm.
What's the overhead? What's the cost? And what are you willing to come out of pocket for? 'Cause those first few years are going to be extremely hard.
Mm-hmm.
You understand that for yourself, understand where you can generate income. Is that direct to customer at a market? Are you selling e-commerce online to your website? Or are you just doing custom orders with, your people that you have in your contacts?
Mm-hmm.
Um, for 511, we're focused on custom orders for weddings or birthdays, special events in general. And then our bread and butter is ready to wear. We are leveraging markets locally here in Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
And that is where we can get not only an ROI from the collection, but we get something even better, and that's human conversation. We
Yes.
get
Yes.
immediate feedback from our customers. We get to see who our customers are, where they live. We learn everything that we can in the in-person event, and we take that information, we recap on it, and
Mm-hmm.
then we build on how we move forward. You know,
Yeah. I love
so
that. So you have basically a download
yeah,
from the event. So you don't just, pack up and
the event's
go
never
about.
over.
Yeah, right. So you really you're taking a look at, the things that sold and didn't sell, or the comments. You're also building that interpersonal relationship, which is so important. Um,
Right.
to build a brand, because the brand, no matter how much in front of the camera you are or not, the brand is still you.
Yeah.
So and I've now met a couple of your team members. So how are you? Um, I feel like you're really maturing so much. Over the past couple of years, and you've now got the small team. So what are some of those things that you are kind of keeping close as the founder of this brand, versus the things that you're feeling comfortable to delegate?
Right. With the team in place, it allows me to have conversations like we're having now,
Mm-hmm.
to where we're still building on existing relationships, but also having the time and mental capacity to focus on building new relationships. Where do we need to take the conversation, and who is that going to be with? What's our, again, going back to our business strategy, what do we need to be working towards for 2026? And for me, for the brand, we're focusing still on markets, but expanding how many we do this year. Now that we just recently hired a seamstress, now that frees me up from doing all the sewing and
Oh
cutting from
gosh.
myself, you
Hallelujah.
know. Woo! Now, again, I have the mental capacity to think, okay, that just saved me a whole bunch of time with production. Where can I focus my energy going forward? Let's go talk to a manufacturer and talk about cutting, grading services. So
Mm-hmm.
again, it takes that off my plate.
Yes.
We need to be looking for a marketing intern so that I'm not having to spend odd hours of the day doing email marketing and curating and social media posts for the week. So that is my thought process. That's the action behind scaling the business.
Mm-hmm.
You know, scalability is important, but you have to understand when it's time to move.
Mm-hmm.
And last year told me, based off our sales and the demand from market on top of custom orders, we need to get a seamstress in here for next year, and then we start focusing on doing some manufacturing And that's the game plan, you know,
Right. Yes.
scalability.
I love that. I'm just so excited. So excited. I'm just remembering those first days when we were dragging our rack
Listen,
to the
I don't
hotel.
have these bags for any reason. It's been some long nights that ran into early mornings.
Yes. All right.
Lots of work.
So when you're thinking about 2026, so you just talked about maybe some of your goals with scaling manufacturing. Um, what is your what is your greatest vision for 511? Where
Mm,
what's your pinnacle?
yeah, that's a very important question to have with yourself as an entrepreneur. And it ties into what do you define as success,
Mm-hmm.
for oneself. That is having a small brick and mortar, you know, doesn't have to be a large space, but I do want a physical touch point where I can operate out of, connect with our customers or walk-ins, whatever the case might be, and um, just have that physical presence for 511. That's my ultimate dream. That right
Yeah.
there would say I've made it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I long for the day where we can share a physical address and have an opening ribbon cutting, and people can walk in and buy off the rack or have a consultation scheduled to get their custom garment designed, and you know just take it to that point in the business. I think that would be fantastic.
Yes. Yes. And I can just picture like the environment, the aesthetic of your store, because your aesthetic
Yeah.
is so clear.
Hmm.
Um, I can see like this a really cool vibe, some good music, some excellent
Yeah.
music.
All
And
that.
I would hope some excellent food services somewhere because
Yeah.
you can throw down too in the kitchen.
We will. We'll hook it up, fix it up.
Some barbecue. Maybe Sundays can be a barbecue day or
We will have the
something.
cookout in the back.
Okay. Yeah, just once a week,
Yeah.
drive people
You
to the
know,
store.
and I'm like, that's the lifestyle right there. It's like
Yeah.
just getting together with your friends and family, everyone looking good, and it's connecting the designs through a lifestyle.
Yeah.
That's what we are do. I don't want to say selling. We're connecting with you from a lifestyle touch point, and to me, it resonates with my family. That's how I was raised, growing up on my grandmother's porch with my, cousins, uncles, my parents, my siblings. We interacted at the grandparents' house in the front porch.
Mm-hmm.
The dads, uncles are grilling and frying fish, and we're making all these side dishes.
Mm-hmm.
All the cousins are playing games or whatever, and everyone has their distinct style of clothing on. It's all free flowing and easy to move because we're playing sports and just interacting with each other outside. And it kind of puts you in the frame of mind of like how Ralph Lauren, has his brand.
Yeah, the lifestyle.
It's a lifestyle.
Mhm.
My lifestyle is a bohemian Western country, down to
Yes.
earth, aesthetic, and people understand that. They connect with it immediately to the point to where I don't even have to have a conversation. They just walk up to the item and they say, "This is going to be perfect for my beach trip,
Mm-hmm.
and I can also wear this over my dress or whatever to go to another event." You know, or my husband can wear this t-shirt and I can wear this when we go on vacation. Those are
Mm-hmm.
real actual conversations I've had with people, and that resonates with me so much because it says that the brand identity is working and
Yes,
they
it's
understand it
so
without me
rewarding.
having
It
to
is so
even mention
rewarding.
it. Yeah,
Yes.
it's so special to me.
Mm-hmm.
You can create something and people just understand it
Yeah.
without any verbal connection.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It is, as a designer, probably the highest reward is to see
absolutely.
people living in it, wearing it, multiple ways and
Yeah.
like and basically just establishing that you are on the right track. So
Yep.
yes, yes. Okay, so so 2026, what do you have any shows planned, any specific pop-ups that you like to kind of direct everyone to? I know that you kind of do some of the same ones yearly, but
Hmm.
any specific ones that we can tell the community that to show up and support?
Oh yeah. So I'm happy to share that we will be at the Boho Market, and that's going to be at Clyde Warren. Off the top of my head, I believe that's April 26th, the last Sunday in April.
Mm,
So be on the lookout for that piece on social media and in my newsletters. We're going to be selling our 2026 ready to wear and resort collection. So come out, shop, or just come by and say hello. Additionally, we're going to be preparing for food and fashion, which is also in April.
yes.
I don't have that date off the top of my head, but we'll be sharing that on our end too.
That's a staple. That's such a fun one. It's so funny. I have never gone. I've been
Well,
here
you
for
can
so
come.
many years.
It's going to
And
be at the Arboretum
I
this
feel like
year,
it's
so it's a new
always
venue.
on a weird day or something. I don't know. But
Yeah,
whenever I see the pictures, I'm always like, I missed it again. I'm so mad. So, but
yeah.
yes, that's a fun one.
Well, come if you can. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. They're hosting it at the Arboretum this year,
Mm-hmm.
and it has a garden theme. So I
Ooh.
think with that concept, with the making clothes out of food and
Mm-hmm.
restaurant materials, it's going to be very fun to see how that comes to life on the runway.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. So, how can people follow you?
Social media, Instagram, LinkedIn,
Oh,
Facebook,
yes,
and
LinkedIn. We got to
TikTok.
remember LinkedIn, y'all.
Yes, yes. If
Yes,
you're not using LinkedIn, why not? You know,
yes. Hmm.
and also sign up for our newsletter. Go to the website 511collection.com.
Hmm.
We send out a monthly newsletter. And then, of course, our website. You can contact us directly there.
Great. All right. Well, thank you for sharing your wisdom. I really kind of focused in on because you're running such a clean, just clear business. So I really wanted
Thank
to
you.
share that aspect, but obviously it's beautiful design as well. So excited to kind of hopefully have some of those designs kind of going through the video so people can experience it. But and of
Yeah.
course they need to come to a pop up or come to a show and
Yeah.
experience it for themselves.
Please,
So,
we'd love to see y'all. Thank you so much, Erica. I appreciate this conversation, and I'm excited to see what you all do with Forward Fashion Group. It's a lot of great things that are coming, and I can't wait to see you all in person and come support y'all too.
yes, thank you for your support. You've been there since day one.
One.
All right. Well, talk to you
Yes. Big hug.
soon.
See
Bye.
you later. Bye.